This story is about the person who has created the largest YouTube channel on dance.
I had my first mental breakdown, burnout last year. I felt like I was so depressed because I was living my life that I dreamt of.
I believe either you add value in someone's life or at least don't hate.
I face a lot of challenges and I still do to this date. Anyone's associated with me in any way, which is either my student or my team or my manager, they have to grow with me.
What is the future of dance in the UAE?
I think it's great. I think it's massive. It's so big. The topic of the podcast that you've chosen, Against All Odds, I feel like that's so important. जितना जल्दी ऊपर चढ़ोगे ऐसी चीजें करके उतना ही जल्दी नीचे गिरोगे.
Welcome to Against All Odds with Yasir Khan. And today I have with me Nidhi Kumar.
Hi, I'm so glad I'm here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, this story is about the person who has created the largest YouTube channel on dance in the UAE. And she is running right now many academies, many dance studios, which is called NKD. By the way, what this NKD stands for, I know one thing, if you allow me
Of
to
course.
guess. Nidhi Kumar Dance?
Yes.
Is it?
I'm very obnoxious. I named it on my own name. But basically, NKD is my brand.
Okay.
But my studio is not called Nidhi Kumar Dance. It's NKD, but it's Nach Ke Dikha. So it's
Okay.
NKD, also Nidhi Kumar, and Nach Ke Dikha.
Yes.
I didn't want it to be Nidhi Kumar Dance Institute because no way, I can't have that. So I made it as Nach Ke Dikha.
Okay, so it's called Nach Ke Dikha. But
Yes.
it's nice, like
Yeah.
what do you call in Hindi? Ek tir se do nishan.
Thank you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know,
Yeah.
my podcast is all about against the odds.
Yeah.
Against all odds.
Yeah.
So you have created something which
Yeah.
is exceptionally good,
Thank you.
which you're connecting with so many lives.
Yeah.
You're inspiring so many
Thank
lives,
you.
especially the young kids.
Yeah.
And I love when someone who inspire people to move their body.
Of course.
And this is one of that
Yeah.
form,
Yeah.
one of the fastest and one of the best and most enjoyable form.
True.
So how did you get the idea, like I want to be a part of, or I want to create something like this, or I want to even dance? From where did you get this inspiration?
Basically, I started when I was 4 years old. So my entire family dances. So I used to see my dad dancing at parties. He was the life of everybody. And since I was young, like जब से मुझे आता था दिमाग में that I want to do something, it was a dancer actor. It never changed. So since I was a child, it was a dancer actor. Till now, it remains the same. So my family, everyone around me dancing. I grew up dancing in front of the TV. I obviously am not a trained dancer. So I have not taken any
So
training.
you're not a trained dancer.
I'm not a trained dancer and everybody knows that. So I'm not a trained dancer. It's all done from TV, YouTube on my own. And I started off, and when I knew that this is exactly what I wanted to do, obviously we are in this beautiful country because of who I've become. But when I wanted to start, there was no dancers in Bollywood music here in the UAE.
Oh, really?
So it was really hard for me. Plus, I'm a female. So for me to put my dance videos on Bollywood music out there, it was really hard because there was no one to take inspiration from.
But Bollywood is such a big cinema, and
Exactly.
especially UAE,
UAE.
they celebrate so much,
Exactly.
and there were no dancers.
Nothing. So there was not a single person who used to post on social media.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like no content sort of a thing. So when I started my Instagram, let's take a gamble. So I was like, let's do it. I randomly posted a status on Facebook because a lot of people used to use Facebook at that time.
And when was
Nobody.
this?
I think easily 10, 11 years ago.
Wow.
Easily
so
10,
saying
11 years ago.
people were not posting about Bollywood dancing
No one.
from UAE.
No one. I was the first one that started doing that.
Amazing.
So I posted a status on Facebook, super simple. Hey, does anybody want a tutorial of Kala Chashma? Very popular song that time. So on Facebook, obviously, a lot of my own family and friends, dalo. I said, okay. Randomly at my hall in Sharjah, so I still live in Sharjah, so randomly in my hall, put up a bar stool, 4 books, set up a camera on top of it, took my first video and tutorial,
Wow.
uploaded on YouTube, and that first video of mine hit 2.9 million views. I don't know how.
And that was your first video.
First video on YouTube, my first official YouTube video, and I was just like, wait, what is going on? So because it had a tutorial too at the end.
Yeah.
And since then, there's been no looking back. I was like, wow, okay, people actually want to learn from me. When did that happen? So I've been a teacher before I even started dancing.
And how old were you that time?
I was in the 12th grade. So about 16, 15,
Wow.
16. Yeah. So I started teaching when I was in the 10th grade. So before I even did anything, my first teaching gig was in the 10th grade. So I've been a teacher ever since.
Wow.
So the tutorial thing happened. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And then I full-fledged started
How
making.
how your family reacted to this?
That's a funny story. So they have been so supportive. I feel like every person, if you have a family backing, you can do double.
Yeah, it's like a
Like-
lottery, it's like a
Exactly.
16-year-old, 12th standard, and you have
Exactly.
family and something you post, and
Exactly.
you get like 2 point
Yeah.
something million
Yeah.
views, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
And so how exactly like did they like ask you to focus more on studies, or they ask you to actually, you should actually try
True.
dance and all that?
Since I was like in 5th, 6th, whenever I think since I started moving, my parents have been super supportive.
Mm.
So my mom is very much into acting and Bollywood songs.
Amazing.
So she couldn't do it at that time, at her time. So she always wanted me to go forward. So my dad always used to pay for shows. My mom and dad used to run around, take me everywhere. They were so supportive throughout. And then when the video came out, so the one thing I believe in is that no kid, especially teenagers and kids, whoever want to take a career, never sacrifice either or. It should be studies and that. Both are equal. It's not like you can take a... And I was a topper in school. I never let anything outside affect my studies.
Yes.
I used to love studying actually. Please, kids, studying is great.
Yes.
I used to love studying. Like I was a full-on nerd, but I was into sports. Plus, I was the cultural captain of my school. So I did everything. I tried to balance it.
Mm.
So I feel like that's so important. That's why they supported me. If I was not good in studies, I feel like they wouldn't have been so happy about it. So, yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And how was the journey since
Yeah.
then? Like you felt something very different after that, and you got plans. I'm sure like the people were saying like, oh, I saw your video. I saw
Yes.
your video. And
Yeah.
I've seen you on YouTube, and you
Yeah.
are that dancer. You are
Yeah.
the one who dances.
Yeah.
So what exactly?
I think
happened?
everything changed. After that video, I started my Instagram page. I remember because Instagram was booming at that time.
Okay.
So I started my Instagram page, randomly started posting videos. I hit 50K, I think in 2 months. I don't know how.
On Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know how, but I hit 50K. Plus, I was pretty young. Yeah, I just started college. So in college, a lot of times I could just make videos. My videos started going viral. I started getting people. I started people recognizing me, and that's how I started dancing, Bollywood dancing in Dubai. And now we have over 200, 300 covers coming in almost every day from Dubai dancers on
Wow.
Instagram, YouTube, every day, and it's such a massive thing for me because I'm like, we did it, like because the amount of talent that UAE has
Yeah.
when it comes to dancing, not just Bollywood, dancing,
Just dancing.
next level. Like my whole dream was to put Dubai, UAE actually on the dance map in the world because we
Wow.
weren't there yet. And we did it. So that's great. Like the journey has been crazy. Now people obviously recognize it, like, oh my God, you did the dance video there. And it's great. It's such a great feeling.
Yes,
Such a
exactly.
great
I mean,
feeling.
like it's
Yeah.
been over 10 years.
Yeah.
Now. When you started, and
Yeah.
then you started like just teaching people, and
Yeah.
then how did you get the idea? Actually, now I should register the company, or like
True.
do it properly and
True.
scale it
True.
next level.
So that wasn't my plan at all. So my plans, I'm a very particular person when I do things. So my plan was when I'm 30, I will start a dance academy. My dream was to start my dance academy all across the world. But I was like 30, not now. So I moved to Mumbai in 2019 to further my career because everything I could possibly do in my field in Dubai, I'd done it already.
Okay.
So now I was like, okay, now what next? So Mumbai obviously is our dream place. Moved to Mumbai in 2019. In that 1 year, I jumped 100K on Instagram. TikTok, I hit 1.3 million. That 1 year was like, wow. So I said, okay, this is my place. This is where I will be. Everything will work out. COVID hit. I felt like I was so depressed because I was living my life that I dreamt of.
And you were in India at that time?
Mumbai. Yeah. So now the thing is, I'm from Delhi. I have no family in Mumbai. So in COVID, I was stuck alone in my house in Mumbai for 7 months. I was completely gone. I was a Dubai kid, so I didn't know how to cook.
Yo.
So I was alone for 7 months. Plus, my building had so many cases, so we were sealed by BMC.
Okay.
We weren't allowed to step out. So for 7 months, I was scooped in.
7 months.
Yeah. So I was very depressed. It was a very dark stage. I was like, no, Nidhi, you can't let this affect you. So I started creating content in lockdown, in my house. I was making tutorials, but a very different kind of tutorials on Instagram, which are short based. That property of mine went viral on Instagram.
Okay.
Lot of new followers came because of that. Then on Snapchat, I started something called as nightly dance sessions with Nidhi Kumar, just to make myself feel better. I would dance at night on Snapchat, random music. That also went viral on Snapchat. So that lockdown period, because I think I just didn't let that depression hit me.
Yes.
Because I had no family.
Exactly.
No one would send me food. I had to keep making pasta, the Maggi, the packets. So to keep eating that, and I was like, no, I can't do this. I started working out for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
In that lockdown phase.
Okay.
I would never work out, but I would do abs every day because I'm like, I want abs.
Yes.
So I would do I had no knowledge, but I would just see YouTube videos. Let's
And
do
you said
abs.
it, yeah.
And I was in the best shape of my life. So I was like, wait, what is happening? So I didn't let that affect me. So that obviously was the worst, I think, part of my life, but also the best, because on my social media, I blew up because I worked so hard. But the moment flights opened, my parents were like, enough, come back. Because obviously I was in a very bad state.
7 months is a long time.
I was
I feel like it's at the time of lockdown, many people
Yeah.
came towards
Yeah.
The movement of their body when it comes
Exactly.
to fitness, dance, anything.
Yeah,
And they started respecting more
true.
their bodies. And because I felt the same,
Yeah.
like my business suddenly shut, all the gyms were shut.
Exactly.
And then I started picking up, doing the same thing,
Yeah.
like started posting
Yeah.
online
Yeah.
and getting more and more engagement
True.
and followers.
Yeah.
And that's how the TYB
I mean, I follow you do, and everything that you say, I understood at that time after years that I should have done a long time back. So I was like, damn, he was right. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But see, there is always stages, like
Of
you
course.
understand things at this level.
Yeah.
Like what my dad used to tell me when
Yeah.
I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I never listened to him.
Yeah.
Today, I'm teaching the same things to other
Of course.
people,
Yeah.
right? It's just like you reach to that maturity
Yeah.
level, and then you
True.
understand like what things are important, and the more important than what you like or you don't like, it's always the other person's intention.
Of
That
course.
it's from which point of view
Yeah.
this person is speaking
For
and
sure.
why. Because I believe in today's time, out of 8 billion people, such a fast life,
Yeah.
and everything is like so money based,
Yeah.
financial transaction, like in everything and anything.
For sure.
And if someone who is
Yeah.
investing his or her time to teach you and to make
True.
you live a better life,
True.
values like anything.
100%.
One should always value that.
Yeah.
And if people don't understand now, they always understand at later stage.
Yeah,
So,
of
but
course.
is the thing is like, when it comes to me, when I'm teaching something to people
Yeah.
or when I'm trying to fix their life,
Yeah.
it's never that I want to impose my ideology.
Of course. I get that.
want to fix
Yeah.
someone's life, or I want to make them live a better life,
Of
because
course.
I see like I can help.
Of course.
And when I do those things, if they live a better life, which
Yeah.
is very good,
Yeah.
even if they don't, still at least I have done
Yeah.
I've played my
Yeah.
part.
I mean, the amount of knowledge you have, I feel like, I mean, when I started also, the amount of knowledge you have and that you can give others, like the thing is, because you've actually changed lives.
Yeah.
And when just for that 1 year, when I saw significant change, like I had more energy, otherwise I would wake up tired.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like I would wake up tired, but then the things that you say and that you tell everybody to please listen to him, guys. And the things that you say and the things that you do, like you can do so many more things
Yes.
if you just that one day.
You won't believe like the new program which I'm launching
Yeah.
on 13th of April,
Yeah.
right after 2 days from this
Oh, wow.
post. Yeah, this shoot
Yeah.
is I have not covered this time not just the training or the
Okay.
nutrition,
Okay.
but now it's about the time you wake up, the activity
That
you do,
is-
the right after you wake up.
That is so
Then throughout the day, at what time? So I'm monitoring your
Yeah.
stress,
okay.
monitoring your strain when it comes to your
Wow.
training,
Okay.
your nutrition, your sleep, your recovery, even your weekends. So I've covered
Okay.
even weekends now.
Wow.
And organize few classes, like you
Okay.
can come do, not training part
Of
it,
course.
just like let's say the sound healing, let's say the dance, let's
That's
say
amazing.
just we will read all together, and we will
Exactly.
share our thoughts on whatever we read,
Wow.
and we will discuss someone's life, whoever like
Okay.
the big achievers and the successful people
Yeah.
who have changed, whoever have inspired you in your
Yeah.
life. Let's discuss with
Of
people.
course.
So in the end, what I believe is the food for your brain is
Yeah.
the thought. Now,
100%.
like the food for your body is the food what you eat,
Yeah.
like the calories based, right? Now you can eat burger, you can eat pizza, you can
Yeah.
eat biryani, or you can eat chicken, you can
Yeah.
eat salad, anything.
Yeah.
Now, what it contains, that is valuable,
Of
right?
course.
So the
Yeah.
thought can be anything.
Anything.
Anything. It can be funny, it can be sad, it can be
True.
angry, it can anything.
Yeah.
It can be just about material, people,
Yeah.
feelings, whatever.
Yeah.
But now the thing is like when you put that thought, how it's going to change,
Change.
the way you think. Because
100%.
when you put the food in your body,
Yeah.
how it's going to change? What is the outcome of that?
100%.
So the whole program is based on that now, right now.
Wow.
So
I definitely need that, guys.
you will be a part of that, inshallah. So when it comes to your dancing, because
Yeah.
dancing requires so much energy.
Yeah,
Dancing
it does.
requires like I mean, I've tried as well. But
Yeah.
trust
Oh,
me,
have you?
I'm not a
I will
good
make him
dancer.
dance, guys.
I'm not a good dancer.
It's okay. I will
at
teach
all.
you.
Yeah, you have to teach me.
For
please.
sure.
Thank you for that. But I tell you, like, it's very tiring. It's
It
you,
is.
you need a
Yeah.
lot of energy. You
Yeah.
burn a lot of calories.
Yeah.
And I can see you are in great shape. You are very slim. You are fit.
Guys, Yasir told me I'm in
No,
great
no,
shape.
yes, you are. You
Guys,
are. Yes.
are we
But
writing this down?
I
Okay, it's
tell
on
you-
camera. It's on camera.
I tell you, if you imagine if
Yeah.
you would have not danced this much all these 10
that's
years,
true.
you would be like 50 kgs up.
Easily.
And
Yeah.
To survive in this country with
Yeah.
this weather and this atmosphere
Yeah,
and the
true.
fast life
Yeah.
and the high calorie
Junk.
junk
I
and
get it.
so easily available.
I get it.
Imagine if you were not moving your body.
I
like this.
get it. Yeah.
What would be?
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
So tell me about YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like your YouTube channel has like picked up really big.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, your social media entirely,
Yeah.
your TikTok is like, I think.
Yeah.
1
My
million plus
TikTok.
followers.
Yeah.
So
TikTok is
what is
fun.
this craze?
So the thing is, YouTube, I mean, it's sad to say, but YouTube has kind of lost its charm now. Nobody really uses YouTube anymore. I don't know if you, obviously everybody knows, because now it's all about short form content. YouTube is a long form content. Nobody has, like you said, fast life. Nobody has the time to sit and
Yes.
watch, these videos.
Exactly.
And that is why now YouTube has also come up with YouTube Shorts, which is again something like Reels. So landscape videos are gone. Only portrait videos work now. So YouTube is just gone. That's why I don't remember the last time I actually posted a long form YouTube video. I don't remember the last time. I only put YouTube Shorts because YouTube is promoting that. They just want people to quickly just absorb content and leave, because all people have now is scroll through audience, nothing else. So people are sitting, they scroll like,
Yeah,
scroll
they're not
like.
searching anything.
They don't
right?
even engage unless you have such a strong fan that engages with your content, which touch wood, Nidhi's fam, thank you, love you. If you don't have an engaging fam, you can't sustain for these many years. So the only reason you sustain for these many years, if you have a loyal audience, which is very hard to make now, especially for new creators.
Yeah.
That's why I keep telling them, new creators don't just run behind likes, views, because if you have 50,000 likes and like 50 comments, which I see in most of the younger creators, you're doing something wrong because your audience is not engaging. They're just liking.
Yeah.
That's it. You're just in like a vast sea of like millions of other creators. But millions of followers you have. I don't have millions of followers and I'm completely okay with it on Instagram. But I post every single day. I don't take a break. So I post every single day. Every day I have 200, 300, 500 depending on the content comments.
Yeah.
That's because loyal audience. And that's so important.
Yeah.
So I feel like YouTube is gone. It's
Exactly.
completely. Instagram, TikTok is what I'm focusing on because that's what's crazy, short form content. That's about it.
So, how much you believe that
Yeah.
the number of followers you have?
Yeah.
Because I know many people have millions of followers.
Exactly.
But they don't have the loyal fan base or
Engagement,
the
yeah.
engagement.
For
And
sure.
also, when it comes to the value for money, the business, they don't
Yeah.
generate the business.
Yes.
So how much you have
Yes.
like your followers and the
Yeah.
business you generate
Yeah.
from that? Because that's more important. Because otherwise, why are you posting it?
100%. I feel like the millions of creators. Everybody gets up and like, oh, let's make a creator now because it's a thing going on. You can have millions of creators, but I see them getting 100 likes on their page. So first things first, a lot of them are bought.
Yeah.
That's a thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Everybody buys followers and likes, which is
You see someone like 15K, 20K these days.
Exactly.
And then
Like-
suddenly you go on their reels, it's like
yeah.
100 views, 50 views.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, what is this?
Exactly. So so a lot of people buy followers.
This is one thing.
Yeah.
This one thing I have noticed among fitness trainers so
Yeah.
much that everyone who have just seen me doing, because
Yeah.
I'm doing this since
a while.
20 years now.
Yeah, since a while.
And
Yeah.
I appeared on my first cover page Men's Health in
Yeah.
2011.
Wow. That's a
Over 10 years.
yeah, that's a
now.
while.
12 years ago.
Wow.
So you can imagine, and I did my Splitsvilla 7th season,
Okay.
2014.
Okay,
MTV.
wow.
And so imagine
It's been a
that-
while.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why I have such following, because
Of course.
I don't consider myself as an influencer or a great creator, because I post
Just fitness, of
yeah,
course.
just fitness.
Yeah,
But
of
there
course.
are fitness trainers
True.
who you will find 50K, 100K,
Really?
30K, 15K even they just start, and then their engagement is like 50.
Yeah.
Literally, I mean, this
That's
is so
what-
cool.
yeah.
It is so cool when
Yeah.
it comes to social media that
Yeah.
you can actually check the views on the reel.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they don't realize,
Yeah.
like, whoever buys likes or followers or whatever, they don't realize that creators like us who have a lot of knowledge,
Yeah.
we can easily see. Like,
And
it's
it's a joke. It's just a
so
joke.
no, but it's so easy to realize. I don't know how they don't like, because you can see the likes, you can see the views, you can also compare the views to the likes. So the views are 50K, but they have 100 likes. That means it's bought.
I think it's just like when it comes to that
you want to feel like a king in your
Yeah.
own eyes, where you
Yeah.
have nothing to put and
Yeah.
add value in
Value.
the society.
Yeah.
But you just want to feel like, okay,
I
I'm the
know.
king, I'm the queen,
I know.
in my own eyes.
In your own eyes. That's the problem.
Like I'm the lion in my house. That's it.
Yeah.
When I go out, I'm a little rat.
Exactly.
So, and that's what, like, because this is
Yeah.
your house. Like your social media is what you
your
have.
personal. Yeah.
It's your personal space.
Yeah.
And now you want to be called like, oh, I have
Exactly.
500k followers.
Yeah.
5 million followers.
Yeah.
But in reality, and especially if you see these guys, I mean, I remember in 2012,
Yeah.
I hardly posted anything on Facebook.
Okay.
I was in Delhi
Okay.
and I was in the metro.
Okay.
2012-13, I was in the
Okay.
metro.
Okay.
One guy who was
Okay.
looking at me, I was like, this is so creep. Like,
Okay.
what is it? He came to me, you Yasir Khan? I was like, yes. I follow
Oh.
you on Facebook. Like
Facebook.
2012.
Wow.
And I hardly had, I don't know, maybe, I mean, that was not even fan page.
Yeah,
That was,
exactly.
you know, like 5,000 was the maximum limit. I don't
Okay,
know
true.
how
yeah.
many I had
Yeah.
people over there. And this guy
Wow.
came to me, random guy,
Yeah.
I didn't know. And he's like, I follow you. And
Wow.
2012 it is.
That's a
So-
while. Yeah.
And that time, the social media was not even that
That a big thing. Of course.
But today, so what are some of the, on these lines
Yeah.
only, what are like some of the biggest challenges that you face when
True.
it comes to social media? Because you have to create content on
Yeah.
a daily basis.
yeah.
You have to post. Sometimes it will do well. Sometimes it will not do well.
True.
So how do you deal with all of this?
I feel like I think the main challenge right now is, like you said, is a lot of new creators coming in, a lot of them succumbing to buying followers, buying likes. That way, brands, when it comes to content creation, brands go to such creators. The thing is, brands are so oblivious these days that they don't see if the engagement is real, if they're not real. They just want to splurge money on creators that do not give them the value. They do not give them the brand value. So if you're paying them to get you customers, they're not doing anything because all the followers, all the likes and views on that reel, that brand reel are fake.
Yeah.
But brands still splurge. And I can see it. I'm like, oh my God, it's a horrible trend going on right now, but it's okay. I'm sure it'll fix. I think that's one of the biggest challenges, how to stay relevant amongst all of these fake things that are coming. Because I am as real as I can be. Like, literally, this is how I am on social media and in real life.
You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Guys, okay. So, I mean, extremely real. I couldn't be bothered about buying or whatever. Obviously, that's the one thing that I don't say, because I believe in one thing. जितना जल्दी ऊपर चढ़ोगे ऐसी चीजें करके उतना ही जल्दी नीचे गिरोगे. That's the
100%.
one belief that my dad has instilled in me, and I don't care if I've worked for 5 years on social media and I'm at 300k, but that 300k I post every day, and the engagement that they give me, I've stayed relevant for 5 years on Instagram because of that, even though millions of creators come every day. So only because of that. The new creators, they can go irrelevant in a year or two because some more creators will come in because they don't engage with their audience.
Yes.
Now, the next big challenge, I think, is the mental state. I had my first mental breakdown, burnout last year, which I've spoken about also on social media, and it's very real. I was on Shakespeare driving. I got a random panic attack. So the first time, stopped my car on the side. I was bawling. I cried. Harshita, she's like literally my younger sister. I spoke to her for 2 hours on call because I couldn't move, because I was crying like, I can't do this. It's too much pressure. This, that. Not because anything happened. Just because I'm so tired. Because I create content every day and I post every day. Not
Yes.
everybody does that. They take like 2-3 days break. And plus, I was on 6 platforms. So I used to post on 6 platforms every day. Different content catered to different. So after 5 years, I lost it. And I didn't take a single break for 5 years. Every day I posted it. So that's why I lost it. And I didn't care of my body and my mental. I was like, no, let's do it. And then it was horrible. Thank God nothing happened to me. I literally on the highway. So I stopped and I was like, oh my God, Nidhi, this is enough. Then I took my break. And now I take a lot of breaks because it really affects your mental health,
Yeah, and
guys.
especially when you're young,
Yeah,
you just want to keep doing. Keep doing.
exactly.
So when I was in my
Yeah.
teens and early
Yeah.
20s, that time I thought
Yeah.
about just one thing, that how can I train harder?
Exactly.
Now in my 30s,
Yeah.
what I'm thinking, how can I recover better?
Recover better. That's
I don't
such
think
a...
about train harder now. I
Yeah.
think about how can I recover better? How can I, because I know
Yeah.
now it's in me, it will never go. I mean, if there is one thing that you,
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. if you'll wake me up, or
Yeah.
2 a.m. and say like, yes, I do push-ups. Okay, fine. I'll just do push-ups.
Yeah.
I'll just train.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't follow the motivation. I don't follow,
Yeah.
I need to eat something. No, I will just do it.
Yeah,
if I
right.
have energy. But now
the biggest question is like how to recover better.
Of course.
So there are things like the ice bath I do. I constantly
Okay.
do ice bath,
Yes.
massages. I sleep better. I constantly
amazing.
track my sleep. Like if I'm sleeping at least 7 hours a
Yeah.
day, 7 to 8 hours, I cover
Okay.
that. Then I read, and the biggest reason I started this
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
is to connect with people like you,
Of course.
because this also energizes me. This is my recovery.
Same,
from
I know.
it,
Yeah.
you know? Because hearing someone's story, sharing our thoughts together, and
Yeah.
then understanding and learning.
Of course.
Because what happens when you're caught up in your own mind, that you're doing too much,
Yeah.
and then when you connect with someone else and you see like, oh, this person is working very hard,
Exactly.
then you feel like your problems are
True.
smaller,
Of course.
and suddenly you create more space in
100%.
your brain to take more.
Yes.
But if
for
if
sure.
it is just you, like if you see there are some very spoiled kids in the house, and they're like, if you just give them water in different glass, they will throw the water, they will like fight, shout, break things, anything and everything they will do. But at the same time, if you leave them in the boarding school or on the road, they don't have a choice.
Exactly.
Now if they're thirsty, they have to drink from anywhere. You know?
That's true.
So you just create the space in your mind.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the recovery and rest and, like taking some time off.
That is so
because
important.
You can never take off time if you are the entrepreneur.
Yes.
It's never a day off.
It's never a day off.
Even if you take, like, even if I take a day off, in my mind and when I'm talking, it's just that only.
Constantly.
That's
Ideas.
what I think, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
There is not. How can you shut your mind? That's why I say, like, you cannot stop your mind. You can just divert your mind.
I swear.
You know?
It's so hard for me to so I have a major sleeping problem, and that's because I continuously keep thinking about how can I grow NKD? What can I do next? What song should I do next? Constantly the songs going in my head.
Yeah.
Constantly content ideas.
Even if you take off, you will be thinking this.
Thinking that. That's all I do. I mean, when I go on trips, my fam is just like, oh my god, Nidhi, you're finally taking a break. Let's go. We want pictures. And I go, I'm like, मैं यहाँ content बनाऊंगी. यहाँ content बनाऊंगी. Yeah, the moment I land, and I'm just like, oh my god, Nidhi. But you have to shut down, because if you don't, then you will shut down. Body, mind, everything.
You just need to do the other things.
Exactly.
Instead of keep doing in one direction.
Exactly.
That's where, when it comes to ad training, like talking to people, discussing with people. We have amazing beaches over here.
Exactly.
Sit in the nature.
Yeah.
Travel. Yeah. All these things like
very important.
So there's another question related to social media.
Okay.
Which I was thinking is like, you're the right person to actually ask. So much is there on social media, on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram, because we provide so much information. Then why you think, like, when everything is available free of cost, why you think like people will still pay for your services? What is that detail?
True. So I feel like the main point is USP. Something that I believe in. Even if you're starting a normal Instagram page, no matter which field you're in, whether it's dance or whatever, I think the main thing is a USP, which is a unique selling point. Yeah. What do you bring different to your audience? Because there are 10 million dance creators, there are 10,000 million fitness trainers, everyone. What are you doing different?
Exactly.
So I have my list of USPs. And I think that's why a brand or anyone else, now Instagram has started a new feature called subscription, which is not in the UAE yet, but the moment it comes, creators. Subscription is basically where you create only exclusive content for people who subscribed to your Instagram, which pay for a monthly thing. So why will they do that if you don't have anything different? Yeah. So for me, I think I have created my set of USPs over the past 5 years. Number one, how I engage with my audience. So I obviously get like 200, 300 comments every single day on different platforms. So I sit and reply to all of them personally. It's not my manager, it's not my team, it's me, and you all know that. Yeah. I reply to DMs how much ever I can, because they made me who I am. Exactly. So like, if I'm going to be like, just because I'm 300K now, who are you? Like, they're just literally just gonna unfollow me, and then who am I? So I feel like my main thing is engaging with my audience. That is why they're always eagerly waiting for my next day's content. I feel like that is my USP, and that is why even on brand reels, where brand reels people are not really very okay to watch it, because they're like, because you get less engagement on brand reels for whatever. Yeah. But my engagement never changes even on a brand reel. I still get 100+ comments. I still get everything, because they're like, oh wow, you do this brand reel in such a funny way, in your way. So even if it's a brand reel, I do it my way, which is comedy, something related to dancing. So something like that. So your USP is very important.
Exactly. So you need to have the USP.
Yeah.
That what is that unique selling point you have, and people pay.
People pay for. That's it.
Do you have these kind of accounts as well, like where people pay and then you teach?
Basically we do teach online. We do teach online. So my dance academy teaches online, wherein I and my instructors teach online. But that is not on social media. In sense, like, we don't have separate accounts.
Okay.
We just send, like, we promote them on social media.
Okay, yes.
And
but you
stuff like
teach
that.
online.
Yes, we do teach online on like Zoom and stuff like that, but not on social media. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Since you started like out of passion, right?
Yeah.
You're now running a company and studios.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about it, and what are the challenges you face in this?
I think as an entrepreneur, there are too many challenges. I mean, firstly, I started when I was 25. So I'm 27 now. So I was like a CEO at 25. So obviously it was very hard for me. Plus, I wanted to start my dance studio at 30. So when COVID hit and I had to come back 2019, after 2020, I came back to Dubai.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this. I mean, what do I do now? I was living my life in Mumbai and I'm suddenly back in Dubai, and what? So within 3 months of me coming back, I started NKD, which was not the plan at all. So I was like, Dad, I don't care. I'm too sad now. I want to go back to Mumbai, but I can't go because it's still locked. I want to start NKD now at 25. So my dad helped me the most. I think nothing without him, obviously. His business sense is something that came to me.
Yeah.
So I started NKD in 3 months. I feel the main challenge, obviously, because I'm still young. I even look young, guys. But also, I'm also age-wise, I'm pretty young. But that being said, now I have a full-fledged team. So I feel like salaries, just so many other things. My main challenge is because I have 2 careers. I just don't have one. I have my social media career. So, and then I have my entrepreneur, CEO career. How to grow both. I have set schedules every day. And I don't remember the last time I had time for myself. So I feel like that's
they both are interconnected, right? They both are selling to each other.
For sure, but not as much, because I feel like, so my social media career is all campaigns. It's the glamorous life. And at NKD, I'm taking like 4 or 5 classes a day. And I'm dead. So I'm like, I take 5 hours classes back to back. And on social media, Monday, Thursdays, I'm creating content for brands, for campaigns. So I feel like just to do the whole differentiation of my careers is just, obviously I promote NKD on my social media, but then that's about it. That's the only interlink they have. My social media career is so different. Plus, because of social media, I have to keep traveling. So I keep working in Mumbai and Dubai.
Okay.
So it's just...
So you're still...
Yes, of course. I go there at least twice a year.
So how was... You're like born brought up here.
Yes, born and raised.
And going to Mumbai and suddenly locked down for 7 months. I mean, that must have been like really a different experience.
It was the...
First of all, it's Mumbai. I mean, I've lived in Bombay for 4 years.
Of course, you know
Mumbai. So I know very well.
Yeah.
And my story was like, I went when I was 16 or 17 years old.
Okay, you were that young. Okay.
That
young, yeah.
And the first time I gave up,
yeah,
and came back in first 6 months only, because it was like, oh,
too much. It's very overwhelming.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then I just did not give up like what I was pursuing.
Of course.
Kept going and
Brilliant.
kept learning and kept
Brilliant.
doing more and more. Because every time I used to reach to a point where either I was kicked out of the job or no more money.
No.
There is nothing.
True.
No money to eat food. No
Of
money to
course.
pay the rent.
Mumbai's hard.
And the only thing I always used to save the ticket. I just need to have those. And I used to travel by the sleeper class or the second class in the train.
Yeah.
It used to be in those days around like 200, 300 rupees.
Wow.
The ticket. And that's it.
That's it.
This I will not spend.
Yeah.
If I spend that, it means
True.
I won't be able to go.
I mean, it's such a crazy journey though, from like sleeper class to this. Touch wood.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alhamdulillah. It's, I'm very grateful for actually whatever I have achieved.
Of course, for sure.
But now it's my journey from here onwards is all about people. It's all about connecting people
I feel like
with people and creating a better program, a better place for people to work out, making my team stronger, teaching them more.
Of course.
Whatever their goals are, help them achieve their goals. You know, and not just clients, but also my team. The people who work for me, people who work with me, my partners, business. Anything and everything is about people now, and that's my success.
Of course.
In the coming years, that's how I see.
I feel like that's how our journeys are like very similar in that way, because I feel like both of us achieved whatever we want to do personally.
Yes, I mean as a teenager, so I started working for 2 reasons only. One is to feed myself so that I can build my body.
Yeah,
that was trust me, that was my intent. Nothing else.
Okay.
Because I had no exposure to the other to this world actually.
Okay.
And the other one was to support my family.
Of course.
Because I saw my family was struggling in many things, and I wanted to just support. And I started working at the age of 13.
Wow.
And from there till now, I'm turning 34 after 2 days, and it's like, as I was sharing this with my team, that I'm so grateful that I'm that guy who has achieved anything and everything, whatever I desired and whatever I dreamed of. And from here onwards, my journey is just about
everyone else. Exactly. How you want others to grow.
Yeah, exactly. So like if you have any idea and you say like, Yasir, you will make this much profit. I say like, tell me, how can I make this business bigger? How can I transform more people? How can I have a better team and a bigger team? How can I teach my team? Come to me with those
kind of ideas. It's not about the money anymore. That's true.
It's not. Because as I say, like if I chase that, then it will never end.
Never end.
I mean,
money's a high.
Just 5 million, 10 million, 50 million, 1 billion, 50 billion.
Sure.
It will just never end. You just want more and more. And it's a trap.
Yeah, it is.
Just get into that trap that you will.
It is a trap.
You will invest, or some people like to call it invest, or you will waste your entire life following and staying in that trap only.
That's it.
Just chasing and everything. So your time and your natural self, you are investing in order to multiply the properties and the money and the numbers and everything, just more. But what is the outcome?
What value are you adding? Nothing.
What is the?
That's important.
Because the money you're making, the value will decrease after 10 years.
After 10 years.
So like it's just, I believe like, so I feel the energy what I put in people's lives and how I add the values and how I transform them. That's I'm more interested now.
Of course, I get it.
And when I came to Dubai, the first thing was not just to get a job or to find a client. I mean, of course, that these things were very important for my bread and butter. But the very first thing was, how can I compete abroad? How can I travel? And as soon as I came, I just flew to Australia.
Okay.
First 6 months only, and I competed there. And I competed in many different countries.
Okay.
So first, these 5 years, all I focused was just putting more and more efforts and competing and traveling the world.
That's amazing.
Every single penny. Every time I used to come back from these trips and from my competitions, I used to check my account.
Were you broke?
First time it was like sometimes it's 700 dirhams left.
Oh, that's it.
1500 dirhams left.
But you made memories.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
That
time and the courage,
exactly.
the daring.
Exactly.
The intensity.
Yeah.
The craziness. Sometimes I do not suggest that at all to the viewers, but sometimes I slept literally 3 hours, 4 hours while I was competing.
Damn.
And this is not at all healthy,
good,
but I did not have a choice. I had to make money. I was doing like 16, 17 sessions a day.
Wow.
And training. So I just did not have time to sleep.
Oh my God.
And those were the days like I was young. I mean, I'm still young.
You're still young, Yasir, please.
But 5 years ago, but that was crazy.
Yeah,
crazy. And those, I'm sure you also have such memories, and
for sure.
Like those.
I'm still young, Yasir. Though.
You are very young.
Like you.
But the memories of Bombay.
Of course.
When you were in Bombay,
was like.
Even though you struggled and you suffered so much.
It was so bad.
But that must have taught you.
Yeah. I think it was my golden year.
And after that, exactly. And after that, anything and everything, whatever you go through, you're just so grateful for that. Right?
100%.
This is what I always tell everyone, that you create your own happiness.
For sure.
The happiness is not the outside of you, it's inside of you. By following the delayed gratification, when you delay what your desires are, what you want, if you delay that, you create more and more happiness when you achieve that.
For sure.
And that's why the long-term goals gives you more happiness than the
short-term goals.
Every time you achieve something short-term, you are unhappy right after that.
Yeah.
When you set a long-term goal, suppose when it comes to my clients, it's like long-term weight loss or the lifestyle change, or not just changing your life, but inspiring family and inspiring surroundings.
Yeah.
That's a long-term goal, that
exactly.
I want to be healthy and fit, and I want to always train when I'm in my 80s.
That's great.
I want to dance in my grandkids' wedding, or things like that.
Yeah.
And I want to travel with my wife, let's say like in my 70s and 80s, and I don't need any support, and I don't want to be on bed. I don't want to depend on anyone.
Yeah.
These are my long-term goals.
Exactly. A lot of people have goals like, oh, I have a wedding. Can I please lose weight for that? I don't think that works, guys. Like, you shouldn't do it like that.
The way you will lose. So this is one thing, like you're not just, falling for something very short.
Exactly.
It's very shallow, but also so you want to lose weight and look good and tell your husband or wife that, look at me, how I'm so good. And right after that.
Right after that.
And then this person will be like,
sure.
what the hell? That's why never ever fall for what you see, but see when you want to judge people, always see their habits in the long term. And that's what that is going to show that how this person is
100%.
with you and how this person is going to be with you in the long run. That's why I think, though I'm not an expert when it comes to marriage and relationships, but I have seen from my experience, I have seen that when people just fall for someone's looks or the money or the material or something, and then when they start living with that person, is like, oh, what is this? And
what
this
just
person
happened?
is like waking up at this time, sleeping at this time, eating this, because it may sound a little like, okay, fine, because I am in fitness and I'm in transformation business, so I'm talking about eating and sleeping, but trust me, everyone's in general life, it's a normal life.
Of course.
These are the habits.
Yes.
That how you interact with people, what you eat, how you live, what you drink, what time you sleep, what time you wake up, what are your hobbies. These are the general things.
Yeah.
It's a normal thing.
It affects everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does.
100%.
Yeah.
So, and you have this NKD and NKD merch as well.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
So that's my third company.
Yes.
Which is my clothing line that sells worldwide. So I started NKD merch, my merch line basically last year. The first line was You're Cancelled, which was another property of mine that went viral during the lockdown. So I started making videos called You're Cancelled. So that hashtag went trending. And then my team in India suggested that let's do a merch line. Why not? Because I could do the merch line because I have a loyal audience.
Wow.
If I didn't have a loyal audience, who will buy my clothes?
Yeah.
I don't have millions of followers again. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't depend on the number. I have a merch line, even though I just have 300K on Instagram. The first drop went absolutely crazy. It was sold across the world. People bought it from London, India, of course, Pakistan, everywhere. And then my second drop literally happened in November, which was my most favorite, the most special, which was hashtag Kutto Ki Tarah Mehnat, which is my one line that people, my followers actually live by that line, Kutto Ki Tarah Mehnat. And I was like, I have to do this. And it's not a very conventional line because it also has a word. But we did that on t-shirts, on everything. So it was a line that launched.
Hard work.
Yes. Because I believe in that. Yeah, because I believe in that. I don't think you get anything without putting in the work. If you're just going to sit and scroll through reels and be like, oh, I want to become a content creator. Your parents are not going to let you do that. They're not going to support you. You need to show them that this is exactly what I want. Work towards it and you will get it.
This is what I think many people don't understand.
Exactly.
When it comes to the entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
It's not that what you make, it's always what you give.
Exactly.
It's not what you get, it's what you give. Right?
So important.
And so the more you give, the better entrepreneur, the better,
of course,
whatever you own, that will flourish. That will grow.
If
you stop and if you say like, okay, fine, I have hired these people and now they need to give me a return.
Yeah.
And that's it. I will not do anything. They'll just give me.
Just no chance. That's why you said, so when you said that how you like to grow your team. And I strongly believe in that because I have this one thing that anyone's associated with me in any way, which is either my student or my team or my manager, they have to grow with me. That's why I have actually created a lot of social media careers from scratch. So a lot of the people that were associated with me are now at like 200K, 100K, 300K because I've given them all the knowledge that I have to them. And I'm like, why shouldn't they grow? Just because I'm like, oh wait, what if they become my competition? If I start thinking like that, then...
That was just my question.
Exactly.
How do you deal with this? When people, you teach and they learn from you and they start growing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you must have faced that people do it in the wrong way as well. Maybe
100%.
they work with you. Maybe they, sneakily and in a creepy way, they take some stuff from you.
Of course.
And then you see like, oh, this. But I believe like it's better to be honest, right?
Yes.
If you want to do it, it's good.
Of
so
course.
How do you feel? How do you deal with these people?
So the thing is, I am blessed with an amazing team. My Dubai team, they're absolutely amazing. But this one thing happened. So when you're in the content creation business, you have to please be mentally prepared that people are going to copy what you do. It's content creation. They will copy what you do. So there's nothing, if you start getting sad about it, then please don't. Because then you're wasting your time and effort. So like I said, in lockdown, I created a lot of my original properties. Kutto Ki Tarah Mehnat, obviously nobody copies. So that's a line that we started the launch, the second drop of NKD merch. Sold worldwide again. It's still going on. So that was my second drop. And then during lockdown, I created something called as Hook with Knits. That is where I teach hook steps just in 30-second reels of famous Bollywood songs. That property went viral. Each video went like whatever, everybody. That's how I got a lot of followers. Literally within 2 months, everybody started doing hook. That property was copied so many. And that property, I kid you not, made one, like literally 2 people, 2 or 3, I'm not sure, 100K, cross 100K followers. And I'm like, that's great. Do they give me credits? No, but and I've spoken about it on social media, on my stories intensively. But it's okay, because everybody in their comments, if you see, they're like, isn't this probably Nidhi's? Like, so everybody knows. So it's not like I feel.
I tell you one story when it
Yeah.
comes to this. So someone reached out to me recently
Okay.
and said like, Yasir, see this? I have
Okay.
created, this video and this
Okay.
content for XYZ person,
Okay.
and I would like to do the same for you. I saw the whole thing and I said,
Okay.
like, have you ever gone to my content and my website
course.
and do you know anything about me?
Of
This
course.
person said like, no. I said like, please go and check. He's like, yeah, isn't it the same? I said like, you tell me, isn't it the same? And who copied who? You decide that.
Yeah.
Please do not contact me again.
Oh,
It's like-
God.
The whole copy, this person did the entire copy. I don't know who
Oh.
suggested what.
Yeah.
I have no
But
idea.
you need to get used to it. I hope
Yeah,
you are.
Now I am.
Yeah, you
now
need
I
to
am.
be.
Everyone, I mean,
Because you're in that space,
Yes,
so
yes,
they
yes.
will copy you.
now
so it's
people copy in like left, right, and center,
Yeah.
everything. Like sometimes I feel like it's just the name is different. Otherwise, the whole content, everything is the same.
Yeah.
Anything I post, I will see after 3 days someone
Yeah.
else is posting the same thing
Yeah.
and they're like doing.
If
the
you
whole thing
create
again.
original content, you need to get used to that because
Yes.
you're putting it out on social
Yes,
media
yes,
for
definitely.
anyone to copy, and you should be okay with that. So
I am 100%
yeah,
fine.
you should be used to it.
Now, even it has reached to this level
Yeah.
that the people who did, some of the people actually I have
Yeah.
hired,
Yeah.
they were like close to me, so I thought like, okay, they will understand.
Yeah.
They did not understand my ideology. They did not agree to
Okay.
what I said.
Of course.
Like the mind coaching when it comes
Of
to
course.
the discipline.
You're very
The
strong
whole-
in that.
The
Yeah.
way I am, and I'm very particular
Yeah,
about
you
this,
are.
right?
Yeah.
And they were not
Yeah.
aligning with that. When they left, they
Yeah.
start posting about this only. Now, that they are teaching. Now they are the teacher. Now they are the mind coaches.
Okay.
So this is, and
yeah.
like when it comes to accepting how much you can accept,
Yeah.
is now I just like leave it.
Yeah.
Let it.
Exactly. Let
Just
it
let
be.
it.
Shouldn't affect you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
let it.
You're loyal. I know it's not about the followers with you because you're a fitness trainer at the end of the day, but people who have been with you in your journey, they know that it's yours.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, right?
Exactly.
Like, so it's totally fine. It's used to it.
Exactly. Yesterday, actually, I made a
Yeah.
story on my Instagram.
Okay.
That it's been over 20 years that I'm in this. I'm
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
And it's been over 16 years
Yeah.
that I did not lose my body shape.
Okay, wow.
It's like either it will be big or small
Small,
as per
exactly.
my competitions and
Yeah,
all.
of course, of
The
course.
change, aesthetics will change.
Yeah.
Body composition
Yeah.
will change. But my fitness, the level of
Has
my
been
fitness is the same.
same.
Even though I've gone through surgeries,
Of
I've gone
course.
through so much shit,
Yeah, of
but it
course.
did not change.
Wow.
Because I'm like so
Particular about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
So in this, I think the way I cannot stop breathing,
Yeah.
the same way I cannot stop training.
Of course. I
I'm
get
like,
it.
and same with you.
Yeah,
I'm sure
of
like
course.
you cannot stop
Yeah,
dancing.
I can't.
Even though if you will not teach people, but
Yeah.
you yourself
Yeah.
will dance
100%.
because you have to move your body
100%.
entirely.
I can't.
So there is this thing like you have
Yeah.
done the performance in the expo. How
Yeah.
was that experience?
that was crazy. I feel like that was we just started NKD. So to give that opportunity, so we danced with Ram Charan sir and for the promotions of RRR. So I was contacted and I'm like, oh my God, yes. Like, and the main point is because I say that I really want everybody to grow around me. We are a dance studio and obviously do a lot of promotional free shows, which I'm not for. Because I like to believe that if my students, even if they're teenagers or whatever, they're still putting in efforts, their parents are coming in and dropping them, I will never take up free promotional shows unless it's someone dancing with Ram Charan or Natu Natu.
Yeah.
But that was also a paid show.
Yeah.
My kids that was 7 years old got paid for that. And I'm very particular about that because I don't like wasting people's times or effort. I'm very particular about that because even I don't like wasting my time and effort. So that was the biggest we had just started NKD and our first was with a crowd of 10K with Ramcharan sir, director Rajamouli, and all of them sitting and we're doing Natu Natu in front of them. And I was like, oh my God. But it was a crazy experience because the kids got to take photos with them. And it was the start of NKD. So I feel like that was such a big push for us. It was absolutely still the most memorable thing that we've
Amazing.
done.
Especially after the Oscar and all that.
Exactly. That we kept promoting that. Hey, we danced with them.
Yeah, exactly. That's
We kept using that, yeah.
Exactly. So what is the future of dance in the UAE?
I think it's great. I think it's massive. It's so big. I want everyone, all the kids, all the teenagers, all the adults to go ahead, fight for your dreams, because I did everything I did in the UAE. So the opportunities that I got here, now it's double. So just take advantage of those opportunities. The amount of competitions UAE holds. Every massive show has, even IFA Awards, something so big happens in the UAE. So I feel like it's such a vast thing now that we've created. I mean, I've created. So, no, I'm joking. So we've created. And it's absolutely crazy. UAE is already on the dance map. Now, the only thing is that we need to come to that level so that we can go out there and compete, which we already do. So we have some amazing dancers. So that's all. I think it's the brightest future ever. And we are going to do it together.
Yeah, amazing.
For sure.
Amazing, beautiful.
Thank you.
What are these challenges as a woman entrepreneur that you have faced and others face?
Yeah, I feel like the dance industry in the UAE is male dominated. Very male dominated. Some of the biggest dance institutes are male owners. In the Bollywood space, if I'm not wrong, I'm the only female entrepreneur owner of a dance studio. So it's very difficult, because when I started, I used to obviously, I know all the dance studios are my friends, because I used to use their dance studios to dance and to do workshops. And before I started my own, friends with everybody, obviously. And the moment I started mine, things changed. Obviously, I'm still so close with so many of the dance studios still. We still collaborate, we still dance. No, I don't believe in competition, because I just look at myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care what others are doing. That's just my thing. I don't look at what others are doing. I'm only looking at myself. How do we grow? But it was definitely hard also, because I'm a content creator on social media too. I face a lot of challenges, and I still do to this date. People keep talking about us randomly when we don't even talk about you all. Why?
There is this thing that when it comes to, the hate, what people feel towards those who are succeeding and who are doing well. It's always, I believe, either you add value in someone's life, or in their work, in business, whatever it is, or at least don't hate. Because hate is not towards that person. Hate is towards you. Because if you are hating someone, or if you dislike someone, and you think the poison is inside you.
For sure.
And you think while hating other people, you are going to put them down, and you are going to stop them. And you are going to, because you hate and because you talk shit with people about that person, is going to stop. No, it's not going to stop.
Nothing.
It's just you and whoever is listening to this person, whoever is talking shit and hating towards others. Whoever is listening is also being a part of the same poison.
100%.
It's a poison.
100%.
That's why I hate this. I hate talking about others' issues when it comes to two people. When I just don't like it that you share, this person did this, and this person did that.
Of course.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Is it related to my business? No,
not at all.
I don't care.
Yeah. That's why we only talk about our business.
Yes.
We do not talk about other businesses. But when I started, till date, we are in conversations of till date, and that's the biggest challenge.
It's good. It's good for you.
I take it in that way.
It's very good for you. But
I take
it's very
it in that
bad
way.
for them.
Exactly.
Here through you, actually, I'm giving them the advice that guys and girls, don't do this, because the poison is inside you.
Inside you.
And why you want to spoil your life and your work?
Exactly.
Maybe you're more talented.
Exactly.
Work hard.
Just do your thing.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to come in between whatever you're doing. So the thing is, I already knew that when I start my own dance studio, this will happen. But the thing is, that's what I take it as a compliment, because I'm doing my own thing, buddy. I don't even look at what others are doing. But it's that you go out of your way to see what I do, to talk about us, which is great. You're giving us free promotion, so please keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Good or bad, whatever they do. And if you keep improving and if you keep putting it to work, when people will reach out to you, when people will see your work, they'll say, oh man, this guy is actually talking shit.
Of course. That's great for us.
It's a good promotion. Okay, so what advice would you give to the women these women who wants to be like you, and they are like young entrepreneurs and trying different things?
Of course. I think there are just 2-3 staple things, something very practical things. Number one, don't take shortcuts, something that I really believe in. Don't try to use any sort of shortcuts, not just on social media, but even generally. Social media shortcuts as in buying likes, like followers, because you go up, you will drop down, because Instagram removes bots every month. So please be careful. Don't take shortcuts, social media, but don't take shortcuts even while working. Please work hard, even if you have to sleep in. I slept in my car for my first 4 years when I used to drive to Abu Dhabi for auditions and stuff. I slept in my car because I live in Sharjah still. So if I had to shoot at 5 a.m. in the morning, I would leave at 3 o'clock, sleep, and then wake up and shoot.
Exactly.
That's what I've done. So I've never taken shortcuts. So please don't take that. Number 2, be practical. If you want to become an entrepreneur, does your business have a need in your community or wherever you're selling? Does it have a need? Make sure that you make a plan, see that if it will give you any sort of financial viability, and then begin. And number 3, assess your competition. I think that's very important. If you have a USP that I truly believe in, go for it. Nothing can stop you. And I feel like anything you do, just work hard and you will get it because God has a plan.
Now I have something fun with you.
Okay.
A rapid fire round.
Oh my God, I do not like these.
Let's see what you can. You have to answer quickly, huh? What's your favorite dance move that always makes you feel good?
Tumka.
Nice. I saw it on your Instagram. Actually. It's nice. If you could dance with any celebrity, whom would it be?
Madhuri Dixit. Any
Wow.
day. Any day. Yeah.
Great dancer.
Any day, of course.
I remember, I would think nothing beats Dil To Pagal.
Oh my God, of course.
It's based on dance and
Exactly.
I'm sure that must be your favorite
Favorite movie, of
Yeah.
course. What a film.
What an inspiration
What
for the
a-
dancers
yes.
and what an inspiration as a love story also.
Exactly.
But especially, I think that all of this started
The
from that
choreography,
moment, right? The choreography
100%. Yeah.
from Dil To Pagal, right?
Next
Because
level.
I remember, I was very small, I was very young,
Yeah.
and I was in Bhopal. I was
Okay.
very young,
Yeah.
and I saw these every gully.
Huh.
There was a small, this big, maybe 10 by 10. People are teaching dance over there.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah, that was a
in every
craze.
marriage and every marriages and the
Yeah.
parties, people are coming in dancing. Performance started.
Performance
So now
started.
and before that,
Barely.
we didn't know.
No, barely.
At least I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw this right after Dil To
Dil To
Pagal.
Pagal.
Everyone has the groups,
Yeah.
the Maya groups, and this, the different.
It was a
names.
craze, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a craze.
And people
for
like
sure.
this, the same outfits as well.
Of course.
So I think that was quite an inspiration
Yeah,
for,
what a movie.
especially for dancers. Yeah.
For sure. For
Amazing.
Sure.
Okay. What's the funniest thing that ever happened to you during a dance performance?
I embarrassed myself in front of the legend Saroj Khan on stage. I embarrassed myself in the worst way. It's on video, it's on phone. I don't want to talk about it, but yes, I did that and it's on video on YouTube.
And you don't want to talk about
I don't want to talk about it.
it. Okay. What's your go-to dance style when you just want to let loose?
Bollywood. That's my forte also. Yeah.
If you could only dance to one song for the rest of your life, what it?
Guys, no. How?
What one song?
I can't. My favorite song is Pehla Nasha, but that's a romantic song. So let's just keep that, I guess.
Okay, Pehla Nasha.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest inspiration in the world of dance?
Honestly, that question, no one. I had no inspiration when I started dancing. I still don't have any inspiration. Do I like dancers? Yes, but I don't have a dance inspiration ever.
Or do they change time to time?
Exactly.
Exactly.
I like
Exactly.
them. I love dancers, but I don't have a set inspiration that I started dancing for.
Yeah.
No, I love dancing
It's
when I was a
just
child.
when you're young, you like this person, then you grow.
That's it.
Now you have overcome to that level.
Exactly.
Now you want this. Now you want
Exactly.
something else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it.
Same.
Yeah.
What's the craziest dance challenge you have ever participated in?
When
Oh,
I
you
was,
did?
I went to
Oh,
Mumbai
nice.
when I was in the 8th grade from Dubai, top 10. We flew to Mumbai and it was such a crazy experience. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you prefer choreographing or performing?
I get an attack right now. This is such a hard question. I can't choose.
You can't?
No. There's
Both
no
you
chance.
like?
Yeah.
Equally?
Yeah. Of course. This is a hard question. No, I can't choose.
Okay.
Fail.
Let's leave that.
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear when performing on stage?
Costume malfunction happened a billion times and it's the most common thing for dancers.
Really?
Yeah. The most common thing. Yeah.
If you had to choose between dancing in heels or dancing barefoot, what would you choose?
Barefoot. Of course. मुझे randomly भी heels बनना पसंद नहीं है. Barefoot.
If you had to describe your dancing style in one word, what would it be?
Expressive. Super expressive.
I think it's a great, it's a lingo, right? It's a
Yeah.
language.
It is a
to
language.
Express
Yes,
through
for sure.
dance. So when I pose,
Sure.
I'm not a dancer at all, but
Okay.
I'm a great poser.
Okay, yeah.
So I have learned, I have practiced many years of
Of
posing.
course,
So
yeah.
it's very different. So I literally when I prepare my posing, when
Yeah.
I start practicing on
Yeah.
any routine, when I
Of
create a
course.
routine,
Yeah.
so I always start with why do I want it? What do I express in
Of
this?
course.
What's my language?
Language.
And
for sure.
what am I trying to tell people,
Yeah.
and how am I connecting with them?
100%.
So these are like, for an example, like I usually, when it comes to my posing, if you see
Of
any
course.
of my
I
posing
have,
video,
yeah.
in that it's literally like I'm connecting, I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm showcasing my journey,
Through
all the
the-
pain and the
Of course.
hardships and the overcoming my weaknesses
Of
and
course.
coming up strong,
Of course.
and showcasing that I'm strong enough to sustain this for the rest of my life.
100%.
My hardships and the problems in life
True.
did not break me and will never break me.
Of course.
Like until I'm breathing, until I'm alive,
Yeah.
I will constantly fight. I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
So that's what I showcase when it comes
Of
to
course.
my
Exactly. It's very
and
expressive.
that's why it's very different.
Yeah.
If you will
Exactly.
see that, you will find out like the posing, the way I pose
Yeah.
is very different. It's
Different.
not like normal bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding. True.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, so amazing talking to you.
Same here.
It's so good. I would like to have that one final thought about this podcast, and about just generally in life. What you would like to say?
I think the topic of the podcast that you've chosen, Against All Odds, I feel like that's so important. And I feel like the reason why, thank you firstly for getting me as a guest. I feel like we connected because both of us have in our own journeys done so many things against odds.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was such a fun conversation. And I feel like the topic is something that everybody needs to understand, because there are so many things, the odds that will not be in your favor.
Yes.
So how do you overcome those those odds, and how will you get to your goal? I feel like that's so important, and everybody just please go towards your goal. Don't stop, no matter what happens. Life goes on. And yeah, it was such an amazing conversation. I loved it. And thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you
amazing.
So much. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to
Always.
my podcast.
Always.
And coming to TYB.
Definitely.
Thank you guys. I will see you soon next.